ドジャースの大谷翔平選手は、現地時間4月14日、本拠地ドジャースタジアムで行われたロッキーズ戦に、1番指名打者で先発出場し、今季第5号となるソロ本塁打を放ちました。初回の第1打席でライト前打を記録すると、3回の第2打席ではセンターフェンスを越えるソロ本塁打を放ち、試合の流れを引き寄せました。6試合ぶりとなるこの一発は、打球速度112マイル、約 180.2 キロを計測。MLB.com のサラ・ラングス記者は X で、
打球速度112マイル
と驚きを投稿し、
翔平大谷は2023年の開幕以来、112マイル以上の打球速度での本塁打を33本記録しており、これは同期間でリーグ最多、時点より2本多い、
と伝えました。試合後、地元放送局、スポーツネット LA では、元メジャーリーガーのドントレル・ウィリス氏が大谷選手のスイングを分析。その模様は日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Dodgers get a much-needed win back in that win column tonight in the series opener against the Colorado Rockies in a game where Dustin May was absolutely fantastic for 6 innings. Picks up his first win in 709 days. Mookie Betts gave the Dodgers the lead early in this game. Jerry, Shohei went deep as well. Nearly went deep 3 times in this game, but Dodgers will take this win gladly.
Absolutely. You want to make sure you win the first game of this series. Outstanding job. You mentioned it, John. Dustin May was outstanding. 7 strikeouts. Really gave him some length in this ball game. Mookie Betts also went big fly.
The top of the order had 7 hits tonight. We talked about it in the pregame show of them having quality at bats and really setting the tone. And they did. They were on the barrel all night long. And Dustin May was a masterpiece.
He was.
He's the best 5th starter. I'm saying 5th starter in all of baseball. He had the movement and the command working. No walks tonight, 7 Ks.
Well, it was the 4th sellout crowd of the season for the Dodgers, and Mookie Betts in the first inning gave them something really to cheer about with that 4th home run of the season. Let's hear from Mookie standing by with Kirsten Watson.
Well, Mookie, when you look at a matchup facing off with Senzatella, you've had a lot of success against him. What were you looking for with that first at-bat that allowed you to get that swing?
Just something over the plate. I haven't been feeling that great. Really, as a team, we haven't been doing too hot, so just trying to get us going early, and fortunately went over the fence.
Yeah, but speaking of that and getting things going early, how important is that with a game like this when as a team you are trying to get things going for success?
It's super important. I mean, anytime we can kind of jump ahead, you know, I feel like we've been playing from behind a lot, and so playing downhill is always going to be a lot easier.
Was there a conversation amongst you all going into this one looking to turn the page?
I mean, yeah, it was just that, you know, turn the page and get back to Dodger baseball. We're all out here trying to make it happen. We understand, you know, we're not playing great, but, you know, guys are trying to make it happen, and I think we got to go the other way and just kind of let it happen.
Did it feel like something special was going to get going with how Dustin May set the tone with this game tonight?
He's been amazing, yeah, and it seemed like it. You know, it seemed like we had a better feeling going into today, and D May definitely he shut him down for us.
All right, well, congratulations on this win tonight, Mookie.
Thank you.
The top 4 guys in the order, Jerry, tonight did all the damage in this game, going 9 for 17, couple homers. Easily could have been a 3-homer night for Shohei, but they were fantastic.
Well, here's the thing, John. I tell you this all the time. They watch our pregame show right before the game. D-Train was on the top of the order. Say, hey, we need these guys to get on and make sure they do their thing right away. The big show, rocket base hit, and then Mookie Betts, 2-0 show Dodgers in that first inning. But really, their first 4 hitters, without Teoscar Hernandez tonight, really impressive. They squared up a lot of baseballs tonight.
They knew they had to do this without Teo in the lineup. Teo's been absolutely phenomenal, so it's the next man up. You structure this lineup because you have firepower like this. And they took the matchup personal. They got tired of hearing the national media talking about, is the Dodgers overrated? Oh, no, we're rated just fine, especially when we're knocking the cover off the ball. I love their at-bats. They grinded the pitchers down for the Colorado Rockies, and when the Rockies made a mistake, they made them pay. It's just a normal day at Chavez Ravine. This is what we expect of them, to play well offensively. And Mookie said it best. They played downhill. Of late, they've been playing from behind. That's very difficult to win ball games against any major league team. So you score, you get the crowd back in it, and it's a fun ball game to watch today.
And third inning, seems like it's been a minute since we saw one of these, his 5th home run of the season.
Love the pat path right there. Outstanding job getting extension going dead central. You know you are locked in when you're going dead central, especially at night at Dodger Stadium, but they call him the Big Show for a reason.
And Dontrelle Willis before the game had a feeling about a big show tonight, about the big show, that he might hit one to the people, D-Train. And since you called your shot, you get to do the breakdown.
Man, listen, I got here at 3 o'clock before batting practice to get some good juju. So let's go to the Access 360. Zensatella has experience against him. He wants to tie Shohei up. He's throwing up and in with the fastball. He's trying to get him to roll over with that breaking ball. We not fishing today, Cap Daddy. This is the matchup. I thought that was a good take right there. He's trying to tie himself up. Zensatella ultimately wants to get him off the changeup. Then all of a sudden, down and in, Shohei golfs that ball to say, hey, don't go down to that nitro zone. He tried to sneak the cheese by him, and he was all over it. Shohei with that sweet, easy swing. Doesn't take a lot of money to generate that power. As soon as he barreled it, he knew that baseball was not coming back. Excellent at bat by the Big Show. Head down, velo, 112 with that easy swing. That's an 80% type swing. He did not charge at that ball. And me and Jerry was talking about it. The last couple days, he looks like his head has been pulling out towards right field. That swing was beautiful because he kept his head down through the baseball, straight through center, and he has enough power to knock the cover off the ball. There's not a ballpark in America that holds Shohei Ohtani when he swings the bat like that.
I love the fact that he saw a lot of different types of pitches. We saw that slider down and in with 2 strikes. He took it, and then obviously laced it down the right field line foul. Outstanding job keeping that front shoulder closed. When he does that with 2 strikes, he's got power to all fields.
Hit 2 other balls to the edge of the wall tonight. So close to a 3-homer night, but the Dodgers will take the win, 5-3 over the Rockies. And the last, this was a long time coming right here. The last time Dustin May picked up a win, Blake Snell was actually the opposing pitcher.
When I'm pitching well, I'm not thinking about where I am. I'm not thinking about what my body's doing. I'm getting the ball, I'm eliminating thought, and I'm going. And Yamamoto does it better than anyone I've seen.
You're in a Japanese schedule rotation, which makes sense since you've got Yamamoto and Roki, and then maybe Shohei at some point, I don't know, in the next month or two, hopefully. Have you been tracking just this experiment that he's going through as he has nobody to talk to, right? It's not like he can be like, oh, you know what, let me call this guy in the NL who dealt with the same experience as me. Some surgeries, he's a pitcher and he's a hitter. Now he's trying to come back again as a pitcher. I know he had another bullpen session this weekend. So are you fascinated almost like as a fan and as a pitching junkie to see how he continues his rehab?
Yeah, it's definitely a unique situation. I think he can relate to people in regards of Tommy John coming back, whether you hit or pitch. Like everyone who's gone through Tommy John can relate to like what's going on. And a lot of the things he was going through earlier are like super normal, especially with that new style, like hybrid type surgery. There's a lot of like similarities with guys who are coming back. Like the ups and downs can be pretty similar. But I think too, yeah, watching him go about his work, like having like DHing and like doing his cage work and doing all that stuff, and then going out and throwing a bullpen. I was out there for his bullpen 2 days ago, and it looked good, like effortless, good velo, still just like getting his footing about him. I think the first couple of bullpens can always be frustrating because you start to think a lot and you don't really feel athletic. But I've watched a few of his throwing programs, and it's like trending up in the right direction. And I think everything's been feeling really good for him too. So I think once you get back into like game action, all that stuff that you're thinking about kind of goes away and you can just start competing. And I think that's when he'll really take off.
When he comes back, everyone wants to know this from Dave Roberts, from everyone on the Dodgers. Are you okay if you have to piggyback him? Like if Shohei goes out there for 2 innings and they're like, hey, Glass, you got the next 7? Have you ever done that in the past? And would everybody be okay in your rotation piggybacking him?
I think, I don't know about everyone else, but I did it in Japan. I piggybacked Blake. I came in the 5th or 6th inning and then finished the game when I was up to like 4 innings. I think it'd be weird in season just having a starter routine and then having to like throw, then wait, then go throw in the bullpen. Like it's kind of more of like a reliever thing. It's something I could do. I mean, if they needed to do that, I would find a way to like figure it out. But I think if I had my number one choice, I'd like to start the game. But, I think too, a lot of times if it's like postseason or like somehow the matchup is like really great to where you have Shohei for 2, and then I wouldn't care, but I don't really know what the plan is for all that.
One more Ohtani for me. Have you seen guys, I mean, even like yourself, have you seen guys in your team get more endorsement deals just because the big dog is out there in LA with you guys, or no? Is that nothing to it?
I don't know. I actually, I don't really know. I don't do a ton of stuff myself. But I'd be curious to ask like Kike and guys like that if they've had any more like Japanese like endorsements or sponsorships or stuff like that. I know the team obviously has. I don't know if individuals have though. I think the thing that has grown for everybody though is the eyes. Like everyone's market in Japan has grown a lot just because they watch so much baseball there. Like the TV ratings. I remember the World Series was like 15 million people in Japan watched and like 14 million people in the U.S. watched. So you can tell, especially when we went over there, they all like walking down the street, everyone recognizes you. They all have like nicknames for you. And so I think that has grown, which in turn, I think after a while will get people some deals. But I'll ask around. I'm sure some people have gotten some sort of maybe some Instagram stuff or who knows.
Is there something that you've seen from these guys or learned something new that you can bring into your style as well? Like, I know you guys probably talk a lot about things, but is there like a routine or something you've seen these guys, you know, in practice or in the game? It's like, man, I might need to put this in my arsenal as well.
I think if I were to take one thing from someone, I think watching Yamamoto go about his like day-to-day, how consistent it is really impressive. I think the way he is on the mound too. Like, I think when I'm good, I feel like I'm shooting jumpers, you know, like that, like the motor skills of when you get a basketball, you take it, you shoot, like the routine's the same. You get it. It's the time in between shots is the same. And when I'm pitching, when I'm pitching well, I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about where I am. I'm not thinking about what my body's doing. I'm getting the ball, I'm eliminating thought, and I'm going. And Yamamoto does it better than anyone I've seen. And I think his training reinforces that every day. He does this like crazy weird isometric hold and stretches and stuff with this guy named Yata Sensei. Super different philosophy from like Western baseball of like lifting and kind of doing a bunch of different stuff. It's strength based, but it's mobility based. And the whole time you're doing it, you're in these like weird ass positions, like rolling on your head. And the main objective is to like put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, but also try to focus, like consciously think about relaxing your body while you're in a really awkward position. And I think that like resonates with me, I guess, as a pitcher, to where there's a lot of stuff you can work on physically, but the mental game is always kind of hard to work on unless you're pitching in a game. So something like that, utilizing something like that is just kind of, I don't know, I've thought about that kind of a bit.
Well, I mean, just grab the javelin, start chucking the javelin, take away your leg kick, and throw the javelin. You can be just like Yamamoto. I don't understand why it's so hard. I mean, you guys are about the same size. I mean, you're like 6'8", he's like 5'10". I mean, I don't know what I don't really see a difference in you guys.
Yeah, right. And imagine if he was like 6'8", like the way he utilizes his body. And like, I know sometimes baseball throwing hard, like size doesn't necessarily correlate to throwing hard. You have like your whatever muscle system that is. But I can only imagine if Yamamoto was 6'8", he might throw like 111. So maybe I'll picking his brain.
大谷選手は試合後のインタビューで、本塁打を放った瞬間の感触について、
いや、正直もっと飛んでるかなとは思ったんですけど、今日はちょっとね、風が良くなかったかなと思います。
と振り返りました。この日は、4回に右中間フェンス手前、8回には左中間フェンス手前で捕球されるなど、大飛球を連発。
今日はどちらかというと、本当に打席からの眺めも良かったかなとは思いますし、心地よく打席の中で動けてたかなと思う。
と、打撃の状態に手応えを口にしました。一方、先発したダスティン・メイ投手は、6回3安打1失点の好投で今季初勝利を挙げました。昨季の故障や病気を乗り越えての勝利は、2023年5月6日のパドレス戦以来、実に709日ぶり。大谷選手は、
長いリハビリから投げて格別じゃないかな。
と語り、仲間の復活を祝福しました。ご視聴ありがとうございました。これからも大谷選手のさらなる活躍から目が離せません。チャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いします。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。